Hello, fellow Toastmasters. Welcome to the Canva mini training. We are working on templates. If you haven't done so, please register for a free Canva account. Also, you want to make sure that you're on a desktop or a laptop because we're going to be doing the step-by-step instructions and you will have the best experience. Today, Toastmaster Ruby and I will show you step-by-step how to customize your template so that you can post to your club's Facebook page. If you haven't met me, I'm Toastmaster Sunny Fridge, and I've been a member of Toastmasters since 2015. How about you, Ruby? Please introduce yourself.
Hey, I am Ruby Lamari. I've only been a Toastmaster for the last year, jumped in with both feet, and absolutely love the social media.
Well, you've definitely hit the ground running for sure. Now, the most important club posts are member recognitions, invitations, and club achievements. Then there's also engagement and posts that add value. Everything else is extra. Doesn't mean that it doesn't have impact, but today we're going to share a few templates that will get you started so that you can post to your club Facebook page. Ruby is going to get us started. I'm going to follow along as well. Ruby, please share your screen. And everyone, if you haven't done so yet, click on the Canva link. And by clicking on the Canva link, it's going to take us to our Canva page.
No, I am opening up to share the screen. And once I click on that Canva link that was in the chat, it brings me here.
All right. So from there, we are going to go to File. It's located on the left side. From File, you click down and you're going to see, if you go down a little bit more, to make a copy. I'm going to slow down just a second to make sure everyone has gotten there. What we're actually doing is making a copy so that you do not use your copy that is going to be your original in case you mess up. Now, actually here, you need to go home. From here, you need to go home. Ruby, can you click back for a moment? Can you click back for a moment? Over here, up at the top where we're pointing, that's where you see the name of your file, whatever you are creating. So for right now, since it made a copy, it's saying copy of Canva free templates for PR training. That's what we happened to name it. So once we see that, then you go to home, because when you go home,
back over on the left.
Yes, on the left, the top left, home. And whenever you mess up, I always seem to go home in life and in Canva. Now you're going to scroll down and you will see recent designs. Please unmute. This is informal. Let me know if I need to slow down for a quick minute. Those of you that are following along. Where you have recent designs, that's where you now see the copy that you just made. So you're going to hover over that and you'll see the pencil. Click on the pencil. It highlights in blue for us, light blue, the name so that you can click on it now to name it something else. This one is probably the one that it's going to be our original one, Toastmaster Ruby?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's go ahead and rename it something. Original, take out that O. There we go, NAL. Boom. All right, original Canva template or Facebook. Yeah, you can do that, Facebook. By doing this, it now saves as the original. All right, now Toastmaster Ruby, now that you have done that, what is our next step?
We are going to click these three dots.
Yeah, the three dots. And once you click on the three dots,
we are going to make another copy.
And this is the important part, so you don't get confused. This is the one you're going to be working on today. You can even put today's date if you want. So on the right, Toastmaster original Canva template. And then on the left, copy of the original. And that is what you're working on. So this is working template. And let's just put working Facebook templates. So that's similar, you know, it's similar. Put Canva in front of Facebook. So it's similar, but it's the working copy. So right in front of Facebook, Canva. Give me a thumbs up if you're with me, or give me a thumbs down and let me know where you need to go. I just need some feedback, please. Linella's got me. Okay, wonderful. Again, if you haven't clicked on the Canva Facebook templates, let me just go ahead and put the Canva templates again for someone who hasn't had it. And as we mentioned, you don't have to do step by step right now if you just want to watch. Please feel free to unmute and tell me if you have a question at this time. So where we are now is we've got your copy, your working Canva Facebook template. It is there. And we are now getting ready to show you how to customize and what the next step is. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Ruby. Take it away.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Sunny. We have tried to keep these templates as simple as we can to get everyone started. So what we have here on page 1, recognition. Recognition can be anything within the Toastmasters realm. It can be your members, your club, your district, or your international. But our focus, especially today, is simply on your club. So recognition might be for a member's level completion or a best speaker. And what I was going to have you guys walk through, if you are in Canva and are able to do this at home, the first box simply says recognition. What you want to do is click in there. Sometimes you got to highlight it yourself. Sometimes it highlights automatically. And then rename this the recognition that you want. Maybe it is a level 1 completion, right? And so you just type it in the box. And that would be done. Then we would move down to our second box, which is for the person's name. And you would type in the box a person's name, like Toastmaster Ruby or Toastmaster Lamari, whatever that is. And our fourth option just says congratulations. And here you can write whatever form of congratulatory, welcome, whatever is fitting and whatever sounds like you would just type it in to this box. And sometimes, like I said, you have to go back and highlight in that box. Currently, the fonts and the colors are branded for Toastmasters to get you started. And this is a place where down the road you can get more creative on your own. And then the final box is for you to type in your club. You want to type in your club and your club number. Now we are at the time to add a photo. Before we go into the photo, Toastmaster Sunny, do you have some advice on privacy issues here?
Regarding privacy issues, you have to realize that whenever you are sharing people's images or likeness, they should have probably signed a public relations photo and video release. There are some forms on Toastmaster International website. If you need a copy of that, tell me in the chat, I need photo video release, and I'll look back on the chat and I'll send it to you. One of the things that we do in our club is we have a PowerPoint, especially during the pandemic. And what we would do on our last slide, first we tell people how to mute, how to unmute, then we tell them where to go to the chat, because a chat doesn't start till you click on chat. So you have to click on the chat first, then it will open up, and there are ways to close it and all of that. So we tell people that. Then our last slide has to do with a privacy policy, which I just put into the chat. And on that particular PowerPoint slide, it says, by participating in our meeting, you agree that a recording will be available publicly on our YouTube channel website, Facebook page, and other public media. I have various versions for my kids club. We pretty much say for educational and promotional purposes, but we want to just cover ourselves so that if they don't want to be recorded, they may not want to be in the screen, or they need to keep their video off. So that's just something that you have to be aware of when you start celebrating your members. As soon as they come in, let them know this is what we do. And I will send both documents to you. Thank you, Toastmaster Linnell. Toastmaster Ruby, thank you for the great reminder.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sunny. That's really good to know. As a new club, for me, Toastmaster Hauser had recommended having our new members fill out a video release form, which worked really good. As I said, being a new club, we got the forms in and everybody sent their photos, and we knew that they knew that we were going to be utilizing the photos for our Facebook. So now, how do you get a photo into your template here? Well, first you would have a photo on your computer. And what we would do is we would go to uploads here on the left. Let me move my screen over so you guys can see. On the very left, we have uploads. We would go there and then upload files. And once we click upload files, it's going to bring us into our computer, and you would upload that file wherever you saved it at. And I can't help you with that. Typically, most of our photos go either into our photos or into our downloads. But I have files already in my computer, and where they would come in is the photos would come in right here, typically, that you would use. So once we have the photo, we simply click on it, and then we will hover over our box. That will set it inside the box. For this one, I have an awful lot of white that came in because my photo is smaller than the frame size that we have. If you double click on that, you are able to expand that photo and then reset that into the frame. And now it has been enlarged, and you can still see a tiny bit of white. So if I wanted to go back in and fix that, then I would just simply go back in, rearrange it just a little bit more, and make that disappear. And now it is a perfect fit for the frame.
Toastmaster Ruby, I love what you just did. And that is a good thing to do. You may have to rewind just a little bit, but pulling at those circles connected with each corner, that's what she was doing to make it larger. I love that opportunity. And what I also like that Toastmaster Ruby has done, since she is VPR, correct, for your club, or you were at the time.
Yes.
And she put the faces of all of her members there. There is a way, but not today. We will show you how to make folders so that there will just be a folder of member photos. The other photo might be of table topics or something similar, where you can go back and find any elements that you need for a particular recognition or graphic. Because remember, this is much like Word documents. It's a storage system, and you want to have some basic photos so you don't always have to reinvent the wheel. So great job on that.
Right. And because our club was large, I actually had a way of doing that where I was able to put the person's name underneath it, which was very helpful for whoever will come in to do the posting for us,
Okay.
in case they forget the names. So
Wonderful, wonderful. How do you upload a photo? Well, when you, and Toastmaster Ruby, just humor me, but basically on the left, that's going to be where you store all the photos. And over on the left, it says uploads. It also says below it text, and that's where you will find how to create text boxes. But if we give you too much at one time, it will be a little overwhelming. That's why we stuck with templates for today. But when you click on uploads, what happens? Upload files, and it'll take you to your folder on your desktop. It may take you to an iCloud photo as well, wherever you have decided to
click
store.
on one, and then you would just click on it, and it would upload, and it would come right into the upload section right here.
So how did you change the photo or add the photo from your upload again?
Sure, she can go back again.
I have it uploaded. I'm just trying to replace it in the template.
A lot of times we would take a photo and our photos would end up in photos. I happen to be on my laptop and my photos aren't in here, but like from my phone and even from my other desktop, they would go in here. So it's going where you've saved or know you've saved the photo and then finding that to click on it to upload.
Okay, so Toastmaster Linnell's question is, all right, I've got my photo. So now it's there. Can you just do a photo and like pick Dewey's photo, Dewey McGar's photo. So once you click on it, is that what you just did? You just clicked, correct?
Yeah, I just click on it. You simply click on it and it moves it to the center. And then wherever your frame is, you just hover over it and it drops in.
Wonderful, got it.
Yay.
And then if the sizing isn't right, you do a double click, and then that's when you can get these boxes to go ahead and do an expansion on size. If I wanted a closer up here of just Dewey's face, it just moves it in.
All right, Toastmaster Linnell, just for you, we're not trying to show you how to change colors, but if you highlight TM Ruby Lamoury's name, go ahead, Toastmaster Lamoury. Highlight the text.
Oh, to change the color, I wouldn't have to, but
okay. Yeah. All right. Now, if she clicks on text color, that's where you can get your colors. There's also probably the first box, the plus sign, it probably is going to show us all the colors that you can possibly do. And if you scroll down, I'm wondering if it's that other one, the crayons. Where are the crayons? I might just be.
This is the branded Toastmaster colors that I have saved.
Yeah, you can use those colors if they
change the colors.
Yeah, for another lesson, there's also some other things that you can do in terms of colors, but I might pick a different color, but in Toastmasters, we are asked to pretty much stay within the Toastmaster brand, which is the TMI on her left side, where it's yellow, white, gray, blue, maroon. And there are some ways to do some gradients, which would be different shades of one of those colors. And we will show you how to get that brand kit in. I have to confirm that you can have a free account, but I believe it's a pro account that you can have the brand kit there, but there are workarounds. Once you get the number, the hex number, or the number that you put in for that particular color, you can still store them. So that's something for another lesson, which we definitely plan to have. But if you were a little antsy and you wanted to make some colors and change the colors from the gray to another, the blue I actually like.
We do have the cheat sheet at the bottom of the templates to give you the Toastmaster colors with their hex numbers that as you get familiar, you can use, as well as the various fonts that are approved.
Okay. All right, so you put that picture in and pretty much it's actually done, correct?
Correct.
Okay, let's go to another one.
And this one was for you, Toastmaster Center.
Oh, all righty then. So if this one's for me, I'm going to change my screen. Does anyone have a question while you're waiting for me to upload to get to this screen? Anyone have a question?
My question is this the first of many workshops, and will maybe something like Reels be provided for us as templates?
For Reels, we can do it. The first thing that we wanted to do was address the people who aren't even posting or they don't know what to post. So we will do that. But at this point, my focus was on the people who do not even post. And by giving them something that is fairly simple to start with for a BPR or another person in the club, that you can start getting posts by customizing the templates. Toastmaster Ruby.
I just wanted to add that once you get familiar with your Canva, and I know for a fact when you have the Pro, we do have a resize option. And sometimes you can take a set of files, just like this group of templates, and resize it to real size. and automatically have exactly these templates prepared for a reel.
Yeah, and can you, we're not going to do it, but is this me? This is me, actually. So the resize would be right here. I just clicked up here, Toastmaster Linnell, and
Yeah.
you just can do different sizes. And I'm not doing it right now, but it has instructions also. And you can also put in whatever the reel width and height is. Once you put it in, then you know it's been done. Thanks for the reminder about that, but I have customizable templates I'll share, but not to the people who are just starting out. Okay, so this is the one you're invited. Message for details. Once you've done your information, all you have to do is click the share button, and over here is your download. What we're getting ready to do is just post to a Facebook page. So again, this is already done for you. You don't have to do anything but share the post, because it says, hey, we're having an open house meeting. You're invited. Message for details. And once I download, because this is what I want to do, I probably could go straight to the Facebook page, but I'd rather download it to my file. And then I'd go to release where it says all pages. I release this because otherwise every page would be copied. So page 2, which you name them here, I'm going to click done, because I already know the file type I want is called a PNG. And that's a really good type of file. It also has some ways that you can make a transparent, whatever is behind it is totally transparent. And that's for another day, but this is the file that you just know to choose, PNG. So if you're following on the replay, you know that PNG is selected, you know your current page is selected, then you click done, and then you click download. And right here is, it tells you the progress, and it usually will take me to my Facebook, or rather my file on my screen.
Just let me add, and that will download as the name of the file that you have. So it will download as Canva free templates for
Yes.
training in Toastmaster Sunny's files.
I have a quick question. I noticed both Toastmaster Ruby and your backgrounds. Did you use Canva for those to create those backgrounds? And so now, do we have to get those approved by Toastmasters to use them, or just follow the brand policies?
I emailed Toastmasters International, and it was basically following the brand policy. So the colors are more so what they're interested in. Do not change the color of District 43. Do not add anything to the Toastmasters logo. That is what they're not wanting to change at all. So the background was just more or less through something called Elements. And we used this last time in Toastmaster Ruby, you picked it out. And I was like, yeah, I love it. And it's really fun to make the backgrounds. That's another day. It's like we could go so many different places, and it would take us many other directions. But in answer to your question, yes. So now that I've downloaded the file, sometimes if I don't remember where it is, I say show in Finder. And then it takes me to a Finder, and I see that it's there. So now I know where it is. What I will do next is know that it's there.
Post it to your Facebook page?
Yes. So now let me go to Facebook, and my Facebook page. I've bookmarked a few things that I go to all the time. So my Early Riser Facebook page is one of them. So now you come to create post once you've downloaded the file. And I click there, and I'm going to look for my photo. And let's see, I think it was in downloads. Unfortunately, I did not tell it where it was going to go this time. Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, first one.
Yeah. All right. So we have the file, and it's right here. And if I was to say something, it probably would be, you are invited to our open house, please message us for the Zoom link. And then that's what we do rather than putting the Zoom link personally on the page. And I might also just say you're invited to our open house. If you've ever wondered about Toastmasters, if you want to find ways to become a better communicator, this is the meeting for you. And this is the meeting. And I probably would have just copied and pasted this because I already have it written. But that's what I would do. I post it. And once it's posted, you'll see it on our Facebook page, and here it is. So again, it was done for you. Remember, all we did was just click on this link because we've already provided the main details. And now you are invited to our open house. If you want to find ways to become a better communicator, this is the meeting for you. Please message us for the Zoom link. Or maybe we could even put the email right there, and then that they could take it from right there and they wouldn't even have to go to the message. Question? Toastmaster Ruby.
I wanted to add 2 points because the generic templates don't have a date and time. Sometimes a date and time would be a really great thing to include if you're going to write the post. It's not necessary because you've already told them to message you for details, but it could be helpful. And then number 2, if you are using Chrome as Sunny and I do, Sunny, would you go to open like you're going to post again? I just want to show you guys a quick trick.
Okay, so you want me to go to where?
Create another post.
Okay, hold on.
Do you see down at the very bottom where it says your Canva free templates? That's where they downloaded. You could literally click and drag that and just drop it in the center and it will automatically be there.
Okay,
So
that's
then
a good idea.
Go down to the bottom of, no, stay there. Go down to the bottom of your screen, grab that and just drag it up to the post.
Okay, hold on one second, Toastmaster Ruby.
Bam. And then you don't have to go searching for it. That's what I love about Chrome. As long as you have just downloaded it and it's within those last 4 or 5 images, it's right there and you can do it real quick.
I love that. Actually, I never do that, rarely, unless I guess it depends on what software I'm in, but thank you for it. That is so simple if we're going to teach them to post to Facebook if they're in Chrome. I wonder what that would look like in Safari. I don't know, but we're on Apple.
Safari has the download that stays at the bottom like that.
Right. Now we're in Mac computers, so I would need to confirm that that is the same experience for a PC user. So let me get back to you on that it's the same thing, but I love it. Thanks for sharing.
And we have one more template for you that we wanted to go over today, and it is about engagement. And engagement, when we're thinking of social media, is we want the people viewing our Facebook page to engage with us. And that does multiple things. Number one, it tells Facebook that you're interesting. And the more people that engage with a post, the more people it will be showed to. The engagement, we're going to do another whole training on this, obviously, but is one of the most important pieces. And one great way to start getting people to engage with us on our Toastmasters Facebook page is by asking questions or posting. We can post a quote, but we still need to back it up with like the written part of a question. So if you make a quote post, for example, ask them what their favorite quote is. Ask them to share it below. And that would be a really engaging way to do that. And so what I have here is just a generic Toastmasters International box where we can type in whatever we want. If I go over to some other ones that I had created, you can see, do you love public speaking? Why or why not? That's a great engagement. The one above it is just a John Maxwell quote. But in the written text, I might ask, what is your favorite quote? Post it below. All right, any questions? This was being recorded and everyone will be sent a copy of the recording. So you will get this information. Sunny and I do plan on doing more of these. Sunny Fridge has some other ideas as well that she wants to bring out as needed. But as for the posting, do we have any questions from today that I can help go over, clarify, pull up and show you again?
Yes,
Thanks, Ruby.
this is Tony again. So
Yes,
I put in, since I was 9 minutes late coming in, I set up an account and I did put in canva.com, but I didn't know where to go from there, even though I created this little post the last time.
Okay.
Canva.
If you created your account in Canva, then when you take the link that we were sharing, you want to go through those steps to get it over into your Canva that we shared at the beginning. So you would take the link.
See, that's
for
why I
the-
missed the beginning. That's the reason I asked for your email. I missed the beginning, but I'm going to play with it to see if I can get where you were. And was there, after I created mine, was there a particular link that I should go to get where you all were?
Yes. I just reposted it in the chat,
Excellent.
and that's you will go there. Then you will do the copy, and you can always go back to the recording. But yeah, that's where we will do you want to save a copy,
Hmm.
and then you save that copy again, and then that's your working one. And those will be in your Canva from now on. You won't have to go to any links to have access to them, and you can change them any way you like.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I have a question. The free account, does it have a limit? Like you can have a 7-day trial, a 10-day trial period for that?
The free account is free always.
Okay, thank you.
What is in the free account is really all a person needs to do Toastmasters. The only disadvantage is not being able to save the templates, to save the brand colors. And that is such a small issue that I wouldn't do a paid account just to have the club, because you're not going to need the variety of fonts and the things that are actually part of what makes the pro account a pro account, because you can't use them anyway. So the
So
free
the,
one's
te-
really
so
good.
the templates that you have given us, they already have all the fonts set that have been approved. Is that correct?
Correct.
Thank
So
you.
you already have the colors in that brand, whether you print it, whether you bring it up and save it in your images, you upload it just like you would a picture, then it's always right there and you can refer to it. You want the blue color, you go find out what that hex code is, and then you would put that in. And I can show you that really quickly. So yeah, that brand template was at the bottom here, and it would give you the hex codes. Okay, and so you can just literally copy this. This one's not wanting me to copy it. So it's 004165. And so if you're working in a Canva and say you didn't have that color and you wanted to color the quote that color, you would go to the colors. You would click in the box, and right here, you would type in that number, 06015, I think is what I said. And there, it just turned it to the red. So you can see it matches the background now, as opposed to the white that it was. And that's how you would do that. Any color that you want to change, you just highlight it, you go here, and then you type in the Toastmaster color, and then it would change it to the color that you're looking for. Did I make that confusing or good?
Toastmaster Lamoureux, it sounds great. Final thoughts as we wrap up?
I am good. I can stay a few minutes. I can take questions if they have them. Just wanted to give them an idea of how to do an upload and a download and utilize the free templates that we have to get them started posting. Setting up a social media calendar was something that we talked about in our last call. Even if your social media calendar only has 3 posts per week, do it consistently. Pick the dates and times and get those out there. And that's why we condensed today to those 3 key posts for the invitation, for the engagement, and for the recognition. Those are the 3 most important things for your club. Toastmaster Tree?
Yeah, Johnny, I want to, what a wonderful presentation this has been. This has been so helpful to the ones that were on here and the preparation that went into this. I know it was quite an ordeal. Thank you both.
Oh, you're welcome.
Wonderful.
We enjoy it. We enjoy it. Thank you very much for being here, for taking the time out of your day to be here.
Yes, I echo that. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy Saturday. And thanks to all of you who are watching on the replay. We hope that you learned something that will help you promote your club and celebrate your members. Special thanks to Toastmaster Ruby Lamore, and we'll both see you on our next training next month. Bye for now.